All right, what Google metrics should you be looking at when you are looking to optimize your Google ad campaign? What's up, guys? My name is Jordan, and in today's video, it is a response to one of a subscriber's comment. He said, "Hey, Jordan, could you do a video of how you manage client AdWords account, which metrics you focus on, which actions you take, how you keep track of what has been done and what needs to be done, and how to do what you need to do." So I'm not gonna dive in super deep or anything like that, but I am going to share with you what metrics I look at when, how I assess things when I'm looking to optimize a client's account pretty much. So here is one of my clients' account. As you could see here, he invested a total of $71,380.84 on his Google ad account. So we do have a lot of good data here that I can share with you, and hopefully this is helpful to you if you are running some type of Google ads for your client, local business, whatever you're running your Google ads for. So as you could see here, clicks and impressions, we got a total of about 1,400 clicks. Impressions, 47,000 impressions. And I know that most of you guys who have, a regular business, local business, you're probably not seeing, big numbers like this. So, for you to see these type of big numbers, it's going to be helpful for you when making, decisions on for your client. So this is how many phone calls we generated. For my client, this is how many conversions, about how many conversions. So phone calls, I'm focused on looking to get leads for this particular client. My quality score is here. We have a 3 out of 10 quality score, but don't let that fool you. And that's what I figured out, because my lowest quality keyword here is the same keyword that also produced one of the best results, if not the best results. You can see here, 81 phone calls came from that specific keywords. Most of the conversions came from that keyword. So don't be so caught up in the quality score. I see a lot of people saying, I gotta get a 7, 8, 9, 10 quality score. And although that is important, I do believe that you should strive to get a high quality score. But if you did everything that you need to do as far as putting the campaign together the right way, and you're still getting a low quality score, which I don't know why, then see if that keyword is getting results. If it's getting results, then who cares about the quality score, right? Conversion rate, we're converting at 23%. So here are the metrics that I look at. Let's go through it real quick. Okay, so I look at conversion rate. That's going to give me a percentage on the keyword, the ad that you have written out, the extensions. So that's a must-have. So in order for these metrics to even work, you gotta make sure that you're tracking conversions. If you're not tracking conversions, then there's no way you're gonna be able to optimize your Google ad campaign. So first things first, track conversions. Have your conversions tracking set up. That's something that you need to do. It's a must-have if you are running a Google ad campaign. Otherwise, you're flying blind. So conversion rate, that's percentage cost per conversion. I look at impression top percentage, impression absolute top percentage, search impression share, search top impression share, search loss top impression share, rank, estimated top of page bid. Now, the goal of mine for this client is to appear in the top 3 ads on the first page of Google. So when you search up my client, I want to appear in the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Either number 2, number 3, or number 1, doesn't matter. I'm trying to be at the top 3, doesn't matter, right? And because the reason for that is because if I know that if I'm in the top 3, that means that my click-through rate is going to be higher. And if my click-through rate is higher, then my cost per click is going to go down. I also have a higher chance of getting more leads because I'm getting more clicks. And so that's why you need to bid, whatever it takes to get on that top 3. And with that being said, that is why I like to look at the estimated top of page bid. In adjunction to this, I don't know if I used that word correctly, but it just popped in my head. In adjunction to this, you need to work. I also look at keyword planner. So that should be in your tools and settings. You go to keyword planner, you type in your keywords that you plan on bidding for, and then you look at how much you need to bid to be on the top of the page. And this right here is going to give me an estimate of how much I need to be bidding to be at the top of page Google. Get a higher click-through rate. which is here. Now it's probably going to vary depending on what niche you are. I don't know if this is high or low for your niche, but this is a relatively pretty good click-through percentage for my specific niche. So high click-through rate, and that's going to lead to lower cost per click. Now this is probably these numbers are going to look like a lot compared to your niche, depending on what niche you're in, but cost per click is going to go down. And then you're going to see more conversions if you're tracking conversions, if you have the right things set up, your landing page, your entire campaign. If it's set up the right way, you're also going to get more leads. Quality score, I like to just look at quality score, based on if I set up things the right way. If it's like a 1 out of 10, then obviously there's like something is up. I'm probably, one of my ads, I probably typed in the wrong city or maybe the wrong name. It has nothing to do with my ad, something like that, maybe, possibly. And then conversion rate. So conversion rate is something that I like to really look at, because it tells me which keywords, which ads, which extensions, what mobile or desktop device, what is converting, what is profitable, and what is not profitable for my client. So it only makes common sense to leave on the keywords and ads and things like that is profitable, and turn off everything else that is not profitable. So as you could see here, for this specific keyword, it's only at about 6% compared to everything else, where we're about 15% up. And it looks like the goal here is to get above 20%. My goal is always to be above 20%. Like I said, it depends on the niche, but my niche is very competitive. So 20% is a relatively good conversion rate. And as you can see here, my average conversion rate is at about 24%, which is very good for my industry benchmark. My industry benchmark is about 6 to 8%. So if we're able to triple that, we are tripling the amount of leads that we are getting compared to everybody else. And that's why my Google ad campaign that I set up is so effective for my clients. But like I said, it only makes sense. Like, for example, this keyword I should probably turn off, right? We got 18 clicks. We got about 1 phone call out of it, 1 conversion. So it's not a very effective keyword. Even though it has a good quality score, still it's not profitable, right? That's something that I would look at even deeper. How can I make it more profitable? If not, I should just shut it down, turn it all off on that specific keyword. Next thing I'm going to look at is, I don't really look at the cost per conversion, but it's good to know how much you're paying per conversion, how much you are paying per lead, per acquisition, right? So looks like here it's at about $220, which is also a pretty good. It's all right, but because this client is based out of a very competitive city, competitive area, that is acceptable. And he hasn't complained anything about it, because we've been able to generate him so much leads that he is profitable. Otherwise, he wouldn't have invested $70,000 into this Google ad account with me, right? Next thing I'm looking at here is the impression top percentage, and it tells me that I am at 58.3%. And what that means, guys, is for impressions, now that's my average, 60%. We gotta look at the 60% here. Out of the 7,471 impressions, impression means how many times someone saw my ad, right? 60% of my impression appeared at the top of the page. So 60% of the times when someone searches for my client services or for my client, 60% of the time we are appearing at the top of the page. And that is exactly my goal. That is where I want to be. That is where we strive to be. So you got to do what it takes to get into about 50, 60, 70 large monthly budget. Then yeah, and he wants to strive for 80-90% on top of the page, then go for it. But my goal is to be in the top 3 as much as possible. So we will adjust the maximum cost per click accordingly to be appearing at the top of the page. So if it's below 40%, in the 40, 30, 20%, and that you're turn up the average cost per click, your max cost per click. So whatever your max cost per click is and you're not appearing at the top of the page, increase your cost per click so that way you are appearing at the top of the page. That means you're going to get higher click-through rate and more leads and lower cost per click. So that is something that I really look at, impression top percentage. And then this, it doesn't really mean much to me, because I don't care about being at the absolute top. But what that means is, all right, sorry about that. My camera cut out a little bit. But as I was saying, back to the impression absolute top percentage, I don't really look at that because my goal, like I said, isn't to be at the number one on the very top of the page. Absolute top just means that you are at the very absolute top. You are the number one ad on the first page of Google. So you're at the very top. Now, if that is your goal, if your client has a really big budget, for ad spend, then go, and his goal is to be at the number one spot every time, then yeah, you can go ahead and adjust your maximum cost per click accordingly to increase your impression absolute top percentage to make sure you are getting that number one spot. But my goal for my client is to just be in the top 3 ads on the first page of Google, which means I'm going to focus more on the impression top percentage and making sure that I have a good percentage there. So impression absolute top percentage isn't as important unless your goal is to be number one, the very first ad. But I still like to look at it to kind of know where my ad is showing up, and then you can kind of get an average and feel for, you know, where your ads is appearing in the searches. The next thing I'm going to go over here is the search impression share. As you can see here, my average here is about 78% search impression share. Now that's going to be the total amount possible searches that you could get, that your ads can appear for. So out of 100%, 78% of the time my ads were shown to someone who was searching for my client services. So that's a relatively pretty high percentage. That just means that anytime that someone is searching for, you know, someone for a client that is similar to mine for my client services, then, you know, 78% of the time our ad is showing up. Now this number is going to, you know, maybe you are in a niche where, you know, the search volume isn't really high. So if it's a low search volume, then you want to make sure that you're getting a good amount of search impression share in order for your ads to be shown, and that way you can get clicks. But if your niche is you're in a niche where, you know, there's a high volume of searches, then, you know, you don't need to appear 100% of the time or a high percentage of time, because, you know, there's such a high volume of searches. So keep that in mind. It really depends on what niche you're in. 78% is a very high search impression share percentage, I believe in, because, you know, my client is in a very competitive city. You know, our search volume is relatively pretty high. So to appear 78% of the time is very solid. The next thing I'm going to be looking at here is the search top impression share. Now, I was confused at first as well. This is different from impression top percentage. Impression top percentage was, you know, we got 58% of the time our ad was shown in the top. Out of 47,000 impressions, 58% of the time our ad was shown at the top. Now, search top impression share is how much we were able to achieve on top. So out of 100% of the search volume, 48% of the time we were able to get our ad to appear at the top. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Just because someone searches for your services doesn't mean that my ad or our ad is going to show up at the top every time. Sometimes our ad is going to show at the top. Sometimes our ad is going to show at the bottom. But search top impression share is pretty much the total amount of searches that you were able to receive at the top impression share. So let's say you want to get your ads on top more. You want to collect more possible ads to appear at the top of the page more. All you have to do is really fix your. It always comes down to your quality score and your max cost per click. If you're willing to bid the highest, if you're willing to bid more, then you're going to increase your chances of winning that top spot on Google, right? So that's search top impression share. That's something else that I look at. If that starts falling, then I'm gonna want to adjust some things, and it's probably most likely gonna be your max cost per click. Anytime you increase that, you're bidding more, and you're gonna get that top spot for to get your ad on the top of page Google. And then the last thing we have here is search loss top impression share rank. This tells me if we add this and this percentage up, it's going to equal out to about 100%. So, this metric is going to tell us how many times our ad wasn't shown because we had a low quality score, or maybe we didn't, or if we didn't, our bidding strategy, we didn't bid enough to be at the top. So this is going to tell us how many times, pretty much the percentage of times our ads wasn't shown in the top due to ranking. So ranking comes down to quality score, your cost per click, and those factors. So that's pretty much how I optimize my clients' Google ad campaigns. And then I'll go through that with my keywords. I'll go through that through the ads and extensions. I'll go through that with the ad schedule because I want to know what's converting and what's not. Whatever is profitable, we're going to keep on. Whatever is not profitable, we're going to take out, right? So, I go through that with everything: ads and extensions, keywords, ads. I said that already. Ad schedule, locations, devices, is mobile, desktop, or tablet. Which one is more profitable? And then we are able to see, what's converting, what's our conversion rate. So that's how I pretty much would do that. If our conversion rate is low, all right, how do we increase our conversion rate? Do we need to look at the keywords? Do we need to look at our ad copy? Do we need to look at our landing page? How can we decrease our average cost per click? Do we need to improve our quality score? Do we need to improve? What are some things we can optimize to make sure we can keep the cost per click at a reasonable rate where we're still profiting from our Google campaign? How can we increase our conversions? What are some things that we can do? So that's kind of the same as our conversion rate. How do we increase our conversion rate percentage? And that's how I pretty much the metrics that I look at to optimize the client's campaigns. Hopefully this video was super helpful to you. If you want to follow the journey, want to know more about content like this, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, follow the journey, and let me know what I can do, what video I should make next that would be helpful to you guys in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.